Everyone, please welcome Courtney to the Maury Show. Now, Courtney finds herself in a very precarious position today. Courtney is not sure if her ex-boyfriend Hector or Hector's ex-best friend Paul is the father of her daughter Isabella. You see, how cute is she? You see, when Courtney and Hector went through a rough patch, Paul and his wife Dorinda let Courtney stay with them. One night, while Dorinda was at work, Courtney admits she made a mistake and slept with Paul. And that's why all four of these people are on the Maury Show. Watch this.
I made a terrible mistake and I can't take it back. Me and my ex-boyfriend Hector got into an argument. He kicked me out. I had nowhere else to go. His best friend Paul and his wife let me come and live with them. I was sad and depressed and I ended up having sex with Paul. I got pregnant after I had sex with Hector and Paul, and it was my worst nightmare. I'm pissed off at Paul because he knows he could be the father and he hasn't done a damn thing for her. Hector has been more of a man than Paul ever will be. Hector's been there through my whole pregnancy. He's been the most father figure to her than anyone. I'm praying that Hector is Isabella's father. I'm sorry for all the people that I've hurt because of my actions.
Which one of these two guys do you think is the father?
In my heart and my gut, I believe Hector is the father.
Okay. What happened between you and Hector?
Me and Hector are high school sweethearts. We've been through everything. He was there through my whole pregnancy, the delivery. He helped me with all this. But before that, we hit a rough patch in our relationship, and then that's when it just went downhill.
Here's the problem. When did you tell Hector there's another possibility who could be Isabella's father?
When she was 1 year old.
Uh-oh. That's a problem. Why couldn't you tell him before that?
Because I care about him and love him so much that I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Meanwhile, right now, you all aren't together, are you?
No, we're not.
But he's still taking care of Isabella.
Yes, he is.
I see. So, you know, Paul is here with his wife, Dorinda.
Yes, I do.
Now, when you and Hector were having a problem, he said for you to leave, you had no place to go, and his best friend was living next door, and they took you in.
Hector had kicked me out, and Dorinda seen where he kicked me out, and they took me in. And I regret what I did with Paul, and I'm sorry for what I did, and I shouldn't have done it, but I was in a rough patch, and I wasn't thinking straight.
How many times were you and Paul intimate?
Only one time.
One time?
Yes.
That's a lie.
It's not a lie. You don't know. You weren't there. Why don't you just say
She thinks it was more than one time.
And because of the roommates, they kept on telling her multiple lies, but it only happened one time.
You're not telling a lie.
Yeah, okay, you don't know. You want to sit there. Why don't you just sit back there? Be quiet. You can talk all you want to. You have your time to talk. So just be quiet.
She took you in.
I am sorry for what I did, and I regret what I did, but all I can do is live and learn from my mistakes, and she can accept the apology or not. It's on her.
So, you waited for a year to tell Hector that there was a possibility he might not be the father. When did you tell Paul he was a possible father?
I told both of them that I was pregnant. Hector was overwhelmed with joy, and Paul's reaction was he is not the father.
I'm the one that took you to go get the pregnancy test. I took you to get that pregnancy test. I didn't even know you
I don't get that. Did you tell Paul before you told Hector that he could be the father?
I told Hector that I was pregnant first, and then I told Paul that I was pregnant, but I didn't tell Paul that he was the father.
Who does Isabella look like?
Isabella looks 100% like Hector.
You think so?
Yes, she does. Look at this. Look at this. Tell me. Look at this. You see Hector, right? You see this? You see her. And then you see Paul, and you see her.
well, we're going to meet Hector in a bit, but first, let's meet Paul and his wife, Dorinda. Here they are. Hello, Dorinda. Nice to see you. Hello, nice to see you. Paul. Is that your child?
Could be possible.
We don't know if it's his child or not.
It's not.
Because you were messing with him and my husband. You were messing with Hector and my husband.
Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I moved into your house, I was 2 months pregnant. I'm sorry for what I did, but I can't take my mistakes that I did. I'm sorry. Okay, I understand. You can sit there and talk all you want to. You don't have to accept my apology. I accepted the fact that what I did was wrong, and you don't have to. You're not the one living with it. He said he could be the father, and you have to be there.
Okay.
How many times did y'all sleep together?
We slept together one
He
time,
told me
and it
it was
was a
3
mistake.
times. It was 3 times. Why do you keep lying about it? Why do you
It
keep
was
denying it? It
one
was
time.
3
No, it wasn't.
times.
It was one time. Thank
3
you.
times.
One time.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
She was let out of her house. You took her in?
Yes, I did.
You didn't expect
because
this?
I felt bad. I took her in. I took her in because I felt bad because Hector had kicked her out. They lived 2 houses down from us. So I brought her into my home. And when I was at work, working for my family, her and my husband did that to me. And that hurts. That hurts.
And I understand what I did was wrong.
You knew he was a married man.
He was there. He was there. He cared for me. He loved me. That's just true.
Okay.
Yes, we both did
Okay.
it.
Yes.
Paul, you think Isabella looks like you?
We don't know. It's a possibility. It could be his little girl.
Would you get into her life if you were the father?
If I was, yeah, I'd
A year and
take
a
care
half
of
later, he wants to join her life.
Okay, and have you ever came to us?
No doctors, no doctor's appointment, no pregnancy, no nothing.
You know what? You didn't bring the baby. You did not ask me to
2 years he
be with
hasn't
the
spoke
baby.
to me.
You
And not
never
once.
asked us
What's the day of her
anything.
birthday?
You never
When's
asked
her
me.
birthday? I shouldn't have to ask you. I bet 100 you don't know her
Because
birthday.
you never came
You
to
never asked me. You never told me. You
on.
never came around.
Hold on.
I shouldn't have to ask
You
you to
came
be a part of
around.
her life.
I don't understand why you worry about him if you want Hector to be the father and Hector's in the child's life. So wait a minute. Dorinda, if this is Paul's child, will you welcome her into your
Yes, I
family?
would, because
Wow.
it's not her fault. It's not the baby's fault.
Story, Hector, come on out. Good to see you. Nice to see you. Good to see you. First of all, Hector, I want to congratulate you for loving and taking care of this little girl.
Thank you, man.
What'd you think when you found out she slept with Paul?
I was upset. I felt betrayed, to be honest with you.
And how about the fact that she was 1 year old before you found out that you might not be the father?
It broke my heart, man. I see it this way. We were like boys, you feel me? And especially neighbors.
Y'all wasn't that tight.
It was still
We live next to you.
He knows better than he knows better than anything. You know.
Okay.
You know better than anything. So
Yeah, but-
so we were boys. I used to chill with him. I used to even work with him. Remember that?
Yeah, we used to
I used to
work
even
together.
work with him.
And to come to find out that he slept with my ex-girlfriend,
We might as well find out exactly what's going to be here. What's going to happen in the future of that little girl and the future of everybody on this set. All right? I think we're all hoping for the same thing.
We're all adults about it.
Yes, I hope it is his.
In the case of 1-year-old Isabella, Paul, you are not the father.
Now you can leave my family alone.
In the In
No,
the
he
case
don't.
of 1-year-old Isabella, Hector, you are the father.
You were like boys, bro. You don't understand.
You already know
It
that.
broke my heart, bro. You gotta understand, like.
I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask you this. What's going to be the relationship between Courtney and you?
If she's willing to like work it out, I'll work it out with her for the sake of my daughter, you know, because I want to be a family, you know.